Afternoon, Indonesia. I'm Muhammad Artandika. We'll update you with the latest news from our beloved country, only on GIS News. Today's news came from East Java, where an earthquake of 5.9 magnitude happened yesterday on April 10th of 2021. The earthquake killed one person and damaged buildings in several cities.
The quake was felt in cities and towns across East Java, home to 40.7 million people, and nearby provinces, including the resort island of Bali. One person died in Lumajang after being hit by a falling boulder. There had been aftershocks, but there was no risk of tsunami, Indonesian Geophysics Agency BMKG said. Reports of damage included parliamentary buildings, a school, a hospital, and houses in several cities, while a large gorilla statue in an amusement park in the town of Batu lost its head. The National Disaster Agency said authorities were still taking stock of the damage. The quake struck in the Indian Ocean 91 kilometers 47 miles off the southern coast of East Java. Data from European Mediterranean Seismological Center shows that it had a magnitude of 5.9 at a depth of 96 kilometers. Following these quakes, Indonesia was struck last week by tropical cyclone Seroja, which triggered landslides and flash floods, killing more than 160 people on islands in East Nusa Tenggara province. Straddling the so-called Pacific Ring of Fire, Indonesia is regularly hit by earthquakes. A magnitude 6.2 quake that struck Sulawesi Island in January killed more than 100 people. This has been such a devastating disaster that more must be done to help the victims. Well, that's all we have today. I'm Muhammad Rakandika, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Breaking news: Indonesia earthquake topples in houses in Java. Death toll rises to 162. At least 162 people were killed and hundreds more injured as a 5.6 intensity earthquake shook Indonesia's main island of Java on Monday. Rescuers were working into the night to try to save others, though they to still be trapped under collapsed buildings. Regional Governor Ridwan Kamil said 162 people were killed, over 700 injured, and more than 13,000 people displaced by the disaster. He apprehended that the numbers of injuries and fatalities were likely to increase because there were a lot of people still trapped at the scene. Earthquakes are common in Indonesia, which sits on the Ring of Fire, area of tectonic activity in the Pacific, with a 2018 quake in Sulawesi, leaving over 2,000 dead.
Officials say at least 53 people have died in the wildfires burning on the island of Maui. The governor tonight called it one of the worst natural disasters in state history. Aerial footage over the town of Lahaina shows the catastrophic damage of the fast-moving flames. What were once big, historic buildings have now unfortunately been reduced to great piles of ash. Flames were fanned by winds from a hurricane passing to the south, causing the fire to spread faster than anyone expected. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed. Thousands of people are now without a place to live.
When you see the full extent of the destruction of Lahaina, it will shock you. It does appear like a bomb and fire went off.
3 fires were still actively burning on the island tonight. Officials have warned that the death toll could continue to rise. 2 members of Pennsylvania Task Force 1 will be deployed tomorrow to assist in the firefighting efforts here in Hawaii.
The Muslim community at Kyung Pak National University mostly comprises students from Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, and other countries with large Muslim populations. Here, some members of the community pray at the Darul Iman Kyung Pak Islamic Center in Daegu, South Korea. When Muaz Razak left Pakistan for the first time in 2019 to study for his computer science master's degree in South Korea, he never expected to become the lightning rod over bitter battle putting the country's religious tolerance to the test. All that changed when the university, approximately 150 Muslims, decided to renovate the mosque they established in 2014 near the school's west gate. The dispute over the plan has turned the construction site into a target of virulent Islamophobia. Soon, pamphlets were being distributed in the surrounding streets, claiming the area would become a slum and property values would plummet. Students were labeled as terrorists, and the streets plastered with offensive banners. Rallies were held and loud music played outside the temporary prayer room.